Okay, folks, update on the garden. Got stuff growing, transplanted. You'll hear some talking in the background. It's my wife on the phone with her sister. These are the peas that I started in the beginning. I don't know how many came up. Probably planted 140. There's at least 100 came up, I'd guess. In front of that, I showed you a picture of this little cinder block wall I made. These are all zinnia, because the deer won't eat these, are planted in here. And they're coming up. It's unbelievable. These things will be 3 foot tall when they're grown. And then I decided just to go with these landscape timber beds. It's just easier to build. I built the bottom row, used rebar to hold it down to the ground, then screwed the second layer on with screws so they can easily be taken apart. I've got, let me see, Brandywine yellow. That's this first row here. And so a lot of them are double plants. I just decided not to pull them apart. I'm sure they'll be too close by the time they get grown. These are all indeterminates, so I'll be putting up a fence in between them so I can stake them. These other ones are called money makers. Not familiar with those, I don't think. I may have had them. Then in this row, I've got Brandywine, beefsteaks, which are very popular, indeterminate. And the second one is Floridade, F-L-O-R-I-D-A-D-E, Floridade. This is Home Depot bought organic soil. I did put cardboard down. You can see the pieces of it down there as I cut the holes out for the tomato beds. And it's a little bit more expensive and probably unnecessary, but I've done it every year. These are dragon tongue beans. These are those beautiful purple variegated beans that supposedly grow in a bush. And then these last 4 are called green cuke bush. Never heard of a cucumber bush, so we're gonna see how they do. I'm gonna walk you over to the other side of the garden next. This is an update on the greenhouse. Just about everything that I'm showing you outside started in here, but I just grew way too much. So I've still got squash, bell peppers, jalapenos growing in here. Most of these are jalapenos. This tray, I hope it works out good, is primarily Black Beauty eggplant. I have never had any luck with the eggplant. These, I just put out here this morning. These and these, same seeds, just a little bit different timing, came from a little cherry tomato called Flavor Bombs. Anybody that's eaten them, you're aware that they are probably the most delicious cherry tomato on the market. Sells out frequently. So I just took 2 of them, squished the seeds out. I have more seeds than I can plant and more plants than I need. And then here's some more bell peppers. And I showed you at the beginning the potato plants in these bags. They're insane. And I have checked, and yes, potatoes are growing down in there. Every one of them. These were the green onions. We're eating them the best we can. And one more potato plant starting to flower, which means it won't be long and I'll be able to harvest. These are all that's left over that I could not fit in the greenhouse. This little bowl of chives, which I probably will leave till it grows just because I'm lazy. This is our German thyme, which is really doing well. And so I've got jalapenos, bell peppers, more tomatoes. There's just no room right now. There's a couple more beds up at the front that I have to cover and fence. And I'll plant in those. There's some onions, and you might be able to see them in that far bed. The other ones are empty, and the ones in the front actually have zinnias in them. Okay, over here were some marigolds. These are tall marigolds. I don't remember the name, but these were started from seed in the basement. Jean just transplanted these out here into the bed. The last part of the update tour is inside the first fence garden I built last year, where cucumbers and squash are just growing everywhere. I just started sticking stuff in the dirt. These are some beans. I just planted some more beans this morning, and I've just got stuff everywhere in here. Just if any of it grows, we'll be doing well. This was some kale, started it from seed in the basement. We've been eating it now for over a couple of weeks. So everything else is doing good. These are other eggplants. I thought they were tomatoes. Apparently, I had them labeled incorrectly. Don't know what we'll do with those. The black beauty, these are not the black beauties. The black beauties that I have in the greenhouse are the ones I'm staking my hopes and claims on. Well, folks, that's it for the update on the garden. Just to show you, starting off in the basement from a few packs of seeds, we have put forth our part of staying alive while the economy tanks. See you next time.